There's a problem not many people talk about. Usually you hear the narratives of people not knowing what they want to do, not feeling like they know how to get started, or just feeling stuck before starting a project. But nobody ever talks about the other side of the coin, where instead of not getting started, you start too many things and can't finish anything. And if you're anything like me, that's the exact category you fall into. Every single day, I do so many things to where I feel like I don't get anything done. And I think there's two reasons for that. The first one is the culture we live in. Everywhere you look on social media, there's another influencer who made $1 million selling AI girlfriends. Or the other direction you look, somebody else made $2 million clipping YouTube videos and just printing brain rot. And that's only on YouTube. You go into TikTok, everybody has something to say. There's always so many different opinions. And I feel like as humans, we are constantly flooded with everybody else's perspective except our own, which kind of makes it harder to differentiate what you want versus what the world wants for you. As you know, you're watching this on the Dalton channel, but I have 6 or 7 other channels I've started. I like to think of myself as an overly ambitious person. I have a lot of high goals and I have a lot of high achievements and high things I strive for in life. The way I see it is if somebody else can do it, I can do it too. And that's my downfall. If you look through my Apple Notes, you wouldn't be able to understand anything that was going on, just because of how many different ideas I have and how many different things I try to put into fruition, but none of them ever actually happen because I have too much going on. And you see, this perspective has hurt me in a lot of different ways. What do I mean by that? First off, it's led to a lot of burnout, and second off, it's led to a lot of things I've started that I've never finished. And my biggest goal ever since I was 13 years old is to get a YouTube silver play button. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know why it's always stuck with me, but seeing that thing hanging on my wall has always sparked something inside of me that nothing else has been able to. And the funny thing is, I've almost got one. If you know anything about Minecraft, you know there's a spawn point, you know there's a world border, and I started at spawn and went to the world border on a flying machine, and I made a daily series about it. The first video got 5 million views on TikTok, and I've gotten to 72,000 subscribers since then. And then with my parents reacting to music, obviously that's funny. During the Super Bowl, I had them react to Kendrick Lamar's halftime, and the videos did like 3 million views. Insane numbers. But my attention got spread thin again. Instead of doing what I needed to do, I let the media and other people hack my attention, which I know is awful, but I did. Because every time I'd open TikTok, I'd see some new guru who made $2 million selling AI girlfriends, or another one who made $1 million clipping videos. And in my head, I say, the ROI on that could be better, right? If I snag somebody else's clips, overlay them over audio, whatever, it would be a lot easier than making creative Minecraft videos, or have my parents react to music. But my own morals kind of said something different about that anyway. It feels kind of scummy, so I stopped doing that. So then it was back at the drawing board again. I made various different podcasts similar to this style just because this is something I actually enjoy doing. This brings me value, but it's not going to get 1 million views. So long story short, instead of splitting my attention to various different places, whether it's this, whether it's my parents reacting to music, Minecraft, whatever it is, if I just focused my attention and went one way, I could hit my goal. And I think you could too. So one thing I've been doing daily is deleting TikTok and Instagram from my phone first off, just because they're such pointless apps. And I know I'm still going to post this to those, but they're just irrelevant. They suck your time, your attention away, and there is no real need. Sure, it's good for ideas for creators like me, but swiping and swiping and swiping, it is just truly pointless. Having that much feedback into your point of view and influencing how you see your life and everything around you, it's just not good. There's never been a different time in human history where that's been available. But now, obviously it is, right? So that's the first step. Second step is obviously waking up early, eating healthy, going to the gym, the usual things everybody talks about. But on top of that, the biggest thing I've done to prevent this problem is I've stopped listening to so many podcasts. And you're probably wondering why. You see, I normally deem myself as a lifelong learner. I love learning new things. I love putting my time and attention into something that builds my character and builds my knowledge base. So I love podcasts. I love audiobooks. I love anything to do with learning more and more. Except see, here's the problem. When you listen to as many podcasts as I do and learn as many things as I do, it gets easy to learn and learn and learn and learn and learn and never actually execute. Just like I was saying with our culture and social media, somebody else's perspective and somebody else's opinion has a very cunning way of clouding your own vision, even when it comes to people I admire listening to most, which I know might be counterintuitive, given how much I could learn from podcasts or different things. But in this era of my life I'm now in, I feel like it's more beneficial if I trust my own intuition and use my own knowledge base to see if I can't make a few of my dreams come true. And that's where I hope you can be one day too. Leave in the comments down below if you struggle with anything similar, and I'd love to hear your opinions.